hell. It's about time, boys. It's about time. So, yeah, let's just get it cracking. Basically, guys, welcome to the YouTube channel. I'm TJ. We got man like Miller, got man like Nick, got man like Ryan coming down.
You dig.
And yeah, like, I'm going to be giving you lot podcasts. We're going to give you lot vlogs. You're right, Shane.
Are we going to be smoking yet?
Bro, there's no rules.
Oh, great.
It's calm.
Dude, that's why I started
smoky,
this.
we be talking. you know, we rocking. Like,
Literally
time.
It's calm.
Lemon.
But yeah, serious. So today, we're going to talk about uni. And like, one of the reasons I think it's so good to talk about this because we got 4 different perspectives. I didn't go uni, so I'm like proper not against it, but I don't feel like I needed it for me. Yeah. It wasn't for me. Obviously, you went to uni and you're still there.
Still in
Still
the
out
hellhole, fam.
I guess I started.
Still in the band though. Still in the band. I guess I started.
I started and then it just weren't me, so I left.
You left and you graduated, bro.
Yeah, big up, bro.
Man, like Nick graduated.
Appreciate it.
So I think we can all just hit different angles. But yeah, man.
I think one of the first things I want to hear about is what was your struggles like? How do you feel about graduating? Because everyone goes through it. And everyone has their different struggles along the way. Like, there's bare different turmoil. Like, with me as someone that was going through it, and I was like, I don't know if this is really me. I took myself away, but I feel like a lot of people go through that sort of thought process, but not everyone takes themselves away. So I'd say, what made you stay?
Before that, tell them what you studied as well. Everyone tell them what you went and done.
Oh, yeah, should I start?
Yeah.
I was studying graphic design and illustration.
And where did you? You know what? You don't even have to. If you don't want to bet out your uni, you don't even have to.
I don't mind. DMU. DMU for life.
Yeah. Hey.
Shout out DMU, innit? No comment, innit? But shout out.
He's a dirty dog. What did you do, Ryan? You're still doing it?
Well, when I was at Kent, I was doing computer science and artificial intelligence. And now I'm at Brunel, I'm doing computer science and software engineering.
Lit.
Yeah.
Shout out Ryan for his websites.
Hit me up for the websites. me and bro for the websites.
I my thing. I started off as I was in there doing computer science, but after that I decided that I didn't really want to stay doing computer science because I guess it was kind of I would say sucking the fun out of it for me. And I feel like that's definitely a big point to when you go uni. You have to enjoy what you're doing because
that's true.
Damn, that will cause you some stress.
That's a life rule, man.
You know, what you said about you gotta enjoy what you're doing. Yeah, I feel like I enjoy computer science. Man around coding websites and that, because once you get into something you start enjoying it. But that being said, I've never really liked the whole education system, the whole having to do assignments, having to do this and that. I prefer if I was learning by myself.
But do you know what it is? That's a flaw of the system itself because they try and box everyone as the same individual. Everyone's gonna learn in the same way. But bro, I thought I think people don't clock till they leave school how much they were failed, fam. Me, I was misbehaved, yeah, but I could do the work. But I clocked. You know what? Man was doing my work mad quick, and no teachers were trying to give me extension or nothing. So man would be sitting there waiting to do something. I get bored, fam. A year 8 kid, what do you think I'm gonna do if I'm not doing nothing? Of course I'm gonna throw a rubber at someone's head. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But side that picture, it's you have all these different animals, and you're go climb the tree. Obviously, the monkey's gonna win, fam. You can't expect every other animal to have the same skill set. So that's one reason why I feel like education is flawed in this country. To an extent, we'll go more into it. But back what Shane was saying, talk about your struggles going into or graduating and going through the whole uni process.
Before you even start, I feel like universally it's almost like a de facto fact that no matter what course you start in it, you have a reason for why you apply for it. There is an initial interest in it, but as the course kind of goes along, you'll just find yourself hitting 1 or 2 or in worst cases 3 modules in it that have nothing to do with why you even wanted to do the course.
Facts.
And it's you just find yourself should I even keep going or is this for me kind of thing? And that's where people they have a choice to make. And that's why this is good, because there's so many of us that have like made different choices at those points, innit?
Yeah.
Like, or even before, innit? Like, because that like could have been one thing that didn't appeal to you at all, innit?
I was gonna go uni. I was
what I'm
supposed to go. Like, man, bro, we was gonna go to the same uni, and literally a month before.
Not even a month, bro.
A couple of weeks maybe.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
No, like 2 weeks.
It was like 2 weeks, bro. It was like 2 weeks. Man, I was like, you know what? I remember sitting it down.
No, we were chilling at LJ's, remember?
Bro, but mine, I think I made my mind up before, innit, obviously. But I was sitting down, and do you know what it was? I counted how many years I've been in education, innit? And I was like, rah, most of my life, bro.
I've been there for a while.
I've been here for a while. And you want me to do another 3 years? Especially after I retook my year at sixth form already. Nah, bro. And I've been working since 16, so fortunately for me, I was like, you know what? Man's working, bro. Like, I know what I want to do. I was still like DJing, but thankfully I was still starting off, and like, obviously it's picked up, but yeah, I was not on doing another 3 years. It's so much. And then you want me to spend $9,000 a year when I haven't even made $9,000 before in my life. What? No way. Like, I don't mind paying, innit? Like, and this, you know what's mad? You know how I see uni? I don't even see it as like a government scheme. I see it as like them trading people that try and sell you courses, fam. It is a course that you're paying for to try and get a better skill.
You know why it's mad? Because in different countries you even pay way, way, way less, innit? Like in certain European countries, innit? And you know what's mad as well? The fact that when you go to uni, like what you said, for example, this is a lot of mindsets of people that have graduated, innit? And they don't know what to do. Because like me, for myself, for example, I was reflecting with my girl, innit? About like, we both just finished third year. Yeah. And it's like, what now kind of mentality. And then you're just thinking like, personally, I was like, I didn't really go to sixth form because I wanted to go to sixth form. I went to sixth form because I wanted to go to uni.
You have to go to sixth form to get to that stage.
I was like, it's 2 years. Like, I don't really care where I go. Luckily, I met all of these lot when I went to sixth form.
Everyone else is going as well.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. But like, when you get to uni, you're like there, and the thing is, you actually enjoy it. Like, there's plenty of parts that you enjoy, innit? And you're like, this is great. Like, for example, you go out or whatever, you chill with your boys, or you have a LAN party or anything, innit? And like, the thing is, it's lit, yeah, and it's fun. And then afterwards, you're just like, what now? So a lot of people, like myself, I'm just currently like mad applying for jobs, looking for opportunities. Like, obviously, you know, I do enjoy it, I'm not gonna lie. But like, a lot of people, it's really bad because this degree that is meant to have given them like this experience that can help them pay back these 27 grand. Like, what if it hasn't done that for you? What if you've just scraped by, or what if you've just gotten through and you don't know what to do? So a lot of people find themselves like, oh, you know what? My uni's giving me a discount. I might as well do a master's and just like take that as a direction.
Is that what they do?
No, a lot of people do. Yeah.
Wait, you're telling me uni buses, man, discounts?
Bro, this is what they're on. This is what they're on.
No, it's a scam.
You know, it's crazy.
It's a scam.
Man. You know what he was saying? Like, when people come out, like they just get by or something like that. Yeah. I met one guy from from Kent the other day. At that Vaughan's team.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I met him, yeah, and we were talking about like his like how he graduated and that, and then he was like, yeah, I just got a non-bachelor's degree. Like, it's not even.
What's
like,
a non? Tell me, because obviously I don't really.
Bro,
I don't care.
The first time,
what's the difference between the bachelor's and the non-bachelor's?
He said, yeah, he got some degree, that it's basically like he didn't really pass. He just made it or something, like it's below a third or something like that. Even that's what, bro. That's what he turned to. I don't know if he was chatting was because he looked waved, yeah. But man turned to me and he was like, I just basically it's below a third.
So was it a first?
No.
I'm saying the ranking first 2-1,
2-2, third. And then man just got some.
So third's like a.
You know what's funny? Literally today, my mum was like, or yesterday, she was like, I was telling her about my girl, innit? And she was really worried that she was gonna pass, innit? Like she got her results and she actually did pass and she's graduated, innit? Like on Monday. But like, she got a 2-2, which is great. It's even better than a pass, innit?
2-2 sick.
That's great, innit? But like,
that's good.
I told my mum about it, and like, she's like, really blatantly, like really, like straightforward. She was just like, oh, well, obviously they're not gonna give her a third because, like, pass them or not pass them. She said basically. So she's saying like, if you give them a third, you fail, kind of thing. Or like, what's the point in even doing it if you got a third?
That's what I'm not gonna lie. I kind of agree with that point to an extent.
Yeah.
Just because like
I hear it.
why would you go through all of that to leave with the lowest? Because
That's what I'm
there's
saying.
like,
Yeah.
you know, but like
But
at
that's
the
what I'm
same
saying.
time, the fact you made it through and left with something should also count for a lot. Because that is a hell of a journey.
It's true. Yeah.
This is, and you know what? So this is one thing I feel like people go to uni because I feel they sold the experience in it. I feel like the experience trumps the actual degree.
Yeah.
And like people, not everyone. Obviously, we know there's serious people that will go to uni to do their thing, whatever. But like, it just can like my mind. I know my mindset's different. I get confused with different people, but why would I go? Why does everyone want to fuck up first year? It's a culture. No, I don't care. I don't care. No, listen, hear me out. Bro, I'm paying $9,000. I'm not fucking up no year. Like the first year, I'm going ham. Like I'm going ham every year.
I didn't fuck up first year.
No, but like I swear on my life, this is all I hear people that go uni.
Oh, it's first year.
What year uni you're first year? Yeah, I'm just chilling. I'm going out every
No,
day.
that's
I'm
what
chilling.
first year is.
And like,
literally.
fair
When
enough.
if you ever do it at a year,
Remember first year?
you actually pass without trying. You actually pass without trying.
It's
Like,
actually
and that's
true.
why they don't prepare you at all for what
That's-
second year
No,
has.
but that's
second year was
Also,
such a
lot of
jump.
courses at uni first year doesn't count towards your grade at all.
Yeah, mine.
and you
don't.
still pay.
Bro, it's
Mine-
literally just a
my first year
prelims.
didn't count towards my degree.
It's
I just
literally
had to pass.
prelims.
You just have to pass.
That's
And
it.
I'm the same.
Most
Yeah.
courses are like that.
And you're still paying the same
I
amount.
think
of
it
money.
only matters if you're doing like a year abroad or a year in industry, because a lot of like the good like jobs or places you want to get into say, oh yeah, you need to get like a 2-1 in first year. So I feel like it only counts if you really want a year in industry. But
No,
other
but
than that,
even
you
that-
just
You know
need to
what?
pass.
Or
man.
like a placement as well.
Yeah,
for example.
placement.
But
yeah.
wait,
That's what I'm
don't
talking about.
placement
yeah,
years.
placement. Yeah, that's what I
Don't
mean.
they come after second year?
They
No,
can
no.
come at any point, really.
Oh,
Like,
okay,
it
because I
depends on the
thought a lot
course
of it
as
was
well.
based on your second year grade.
No, because you don't even get your second year grade when you're applying for your placements.
Explain.
In order to
Okay.
get into like into that stage where they're about to hire you, they look at your first year grades. Because a lot of the places I was meant to do a placement year. A lot of the places I was applying to all asked for
Your
first year grade. What did you
Okay.
get in first year? And then once you get to that stage where they're like, yeah, boom, we're gonna hire you, they say you have to get a 2-1 in second year.
Okay.
Explain that system of grading. Like so if your typical course is 3 years, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So every year you get a different. It's like every year you have to hit a certain threshold to get to the next year.
It's just
No,
like
you just have to get a
just
third.
You just
like,
have to pass.
you
Yeah,
just
that's what I
have
mean.
to
So like
pass.
you have to get a third in the first year to be able to do second year.
Yeah.
If you get below a third in first year, do you actually get kicked out of uni?
No, sometimes you can either resit,
Yeah, they might make you do that.
You know what?
or some people just redo the year.
You know
like,
what happened
just
to
like
me?
that.
Yeah.
But I'm not being dumb. Yeah. If you fell first year, you kind of dumb.
Nah, not really.
Not
bro.
really. It might just not be your subject. It might just not be your
Let me
subject.
tell you
Fair
Nah,
enough.
bro.
No. You might not like the subject. It might not. You might not.
No,
be
but let
what
me
you
tell
thought
you.
it
Let
was.
me tell you what happened to me. Yeah, I did fail first year in it, which is why I changed course as well because it made me realize bare things in it.
Yeah.
But like,
failing does that to you.
I didn't fall
Failing
below
first
the
year,
passing
sixth
grades. I didn't fall below the passing grade overall for all my modules in it. It was simply the fact that I got really high in some modules, but there was one module I didn't pass in it.
Is that what you were saying at the beginning? How certain modules?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That was like tough for me. If I went back now, I could do it. Do you know what I mean?
Of course.
Go into what you said about mentality.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, because I failed that one module, there was like, oh, you basically got to redo first year and just do that one module. Happened to plenty of friends of mine as well.
Yeah.
Like, you have to redo the whole year, but you don't have to go in. You just do the module. And student finance allows you because you get that one extra year in it. If you flop again, then you're out, kind of thing.
How did that feel failing first year?
Fam, it was depressing, you know.
Yeah.
But like, I had some friends in the same position in it, and the reason I actually did graphic design was because one of my friends was like, I think, you know what, it's calm. If I fail, I'm just gonna jump to graphic design in it because I can do that. But it was actually a long process for me to do that because I was at uni and I got my results so late where I already had to book my like accommodation and everything on the day. On the day that I was driving up in it, like to my accommodation, I got my email and I'm just like sitting in the car with my mum, like she's sitting next to me. I'm just like, yeah, I probably have to tell her in a couple of days.
Them man.
Because I want to find a solution in
as
it.
well, right?
Yeah.
Huh?
African household.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, bro, most
Do you remember
toxic
failing, bro?
environment,
Do you remember
fam.
failing first year sixth form?
Yeah.
I remember.
I didn't even get my grades.
Bro.
There's
I
different
can't lie.
levels.
When I think back to it now, Harris was on some traumatizing shit, man. That 410 bus journey, I'm never forgetting. How can we? So what? We have to get there like 9. I think we got there at 9 or 10 in the morning, innit? Did I go with you on the way there? Was I with you?
all went
Did we all go
together.
Fam, I remember,
together.
I was gas, bro. Man's thinking, I genuinely thought I passed. Bro. No. I genuinely thought
You know why it was
Because guess what? We was buying.
Man, fucked around with you all year.
No, but do you remember economics? Was we not all busing for the whole year?
No, economics was the one thing, yeah.
Economics
that we
everywhere.
failed, and I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe
We're
it.
all getting crazy.
It's the only thing I revised.
Let me finish, yeah. So, getting on the bus there, and we have to go to Harwich Crystal Palace, innit? So I remember the bus was packed, like everyone was getting the results. And I remember, this is why I think the traumatizing thing was mad. If you failed, how can you get sent to a whole different hall? So you know you failed before you even get your results. So you go to the table. If your name's not on the table, if you go to the table and they say, you gotta go to the right. Bro, get back out because you might as well just resit. Like,
You might as well just go bill it.
We built. Bro, you know what it was, yeah, that day, yeah? Because I managed to get to the line first, yeah, somehow, yeah. And they were like, they were like, oh, yeah, you gotta go to that. Oh, yeah, they gave me a white slip. I looked at Shady. And I was like, bro, they got the white slip. She was like, that's nuts.
You don't even know what to say to the brother because you're like, because in your head you're like, well, I passed.
Yeah, man's sitting here with results. Man's looking at mine. I'm like, what? I'm like, a D in economics.
Bro, do you know what?
I thought they just took the first letter from economics. I was like, oh, there's an accident. Like, I revised this one. I was like, I actually revised this one. Can we change this, please?
I just remember, like, I remember, like, when I remember, do you know one of the worst things about it? I remember first day of sixth form and sitting down and thinking, right, everyone's younger than me, man.
Oh,
bro, do you know how hard it was to go through them years? Yeah, just not putting anything on the younger years because again, some of them are cool, yeah, but like, bro, it might have been a pride. It might have been a pride thing.
It was a pride thing.
It probably was a pride thing, and obviously mentality's changed now. Obviously, back in the day, I was a bit naive in the fact that I failed in it because it was the first, like, bro, GCSEs, I was like nearly all A's, fam. Like, I was calm, right? But this was the first time I felt maths as well. Bro, man, love maths, and I thought I was smart, and then I had to sit down and be like, right, you know what, maybe you actually need to start. Like, stop lying to yourself. Not even just revising, stop lying to yourself. Like, I thought I could get through the year.
Yo, this happens in uni as well, you know.
You just realise stuff. And that's why failing, I think, is so good because you can't, this is one of the sayings, like, you can't learn without loss. No, you can't take it out without another L.
You have to take the L
exactly, and you have to learn from your loss. And
lesson, not
that's
loss.
If you haven't learned for like, if you come to that situation again and you still have the same result, that's when you got to think like, right, that's when you might be tapped still.
That's
why it's like that saying, isn't it?
I always say, wait, what's
fool me once, shame on me.
One time,
shame twice, shame on me. You know.
But that's why I say, like, I can't lie. I don't believe in losses no more. Like, us, man, used to go through so many L's, man. So many
when
L's.
You have so much L's.
But I think, like, you get in a mindset where when you're going through all them L's, like, you're like, shit. This is another L, so you're getting a depressed factor, like, another L. But recently, like, every little thing that goes wrong or something like that, like, especially with the uni thing this year, like, bare shit was just going wrong, like, outside shit, man's like, I don't really want to go uni no more. Like, I was like, I don't really want to go uni. And then man had to look at, like, you know what? Every L isn't an L, it's a W, fam. It's just preparing you for something. You just don't know it yet.
Why do you think homeless people are so happy? Have you seen a very upset homeless person? Bro, they're taking all the L's, bro. All the homeless people in Croydon are happy, bro. Like, they can't take no more L's.
No, but you know what it is?
They can't take no more L's.
Happy, yeah, but them men are really just on the edge, like.
Yeah, they're on the edge, but they can't take no more L's.
That's why they smile.
That's why they're
saying. Would you not be happy? I'm telling you, you know what, yeah? Homeless people, you know what I've got to say about homeless people and crackheads, yeah? I feel like the government, yeah, is trying to lie to us about them, fam. You know why? I feel like
drugs they're taking is happy drugs.
And them have unlocked a different percentage of the brain. Have you seen crack? I watched a video of a crackhead lighting something.
Yeah, with his nail. I saw that.
How did you do that?
How did we get here? Yeah, going back to the thing, crackheads have superpowers.
They have superpowers.
No, the one that I would never get over is when Donnie's on the bike and he's got a fridge on his back. You know the one? And he's riding under the fridge on his back, bro. In America. How?
I couldn't believe it, yeah. But no, I'm not going to lie. I just feel like America's got different crack. Because the crackers down here, them man don't move like that. I won't even gonna lie. Them man don't move like that.
Me and D.
They're tapped.
No, that's me. Never mind.
I see the crackers in flipping in Addiscombe. Them man be trying to fight me on the park benches and that, like, they're tapped.
Should I tell you where me and D had to slap a crackhead? It was by the park, yeah. It's like 1 a.m, me and Dean are billing it, yeah.
Where's this?
Bro, you know Woodside Park by Woodside Tram Stop?
Yeah.
It's like 1 a.m.
Oh.
As we're walking through, you know the side bit thing?
Yeah.
As we're walking through that bit, yeah, we seen one nitty just running around the park, yeah. So we're like, nah, this is scatty, but alright, we're still smoking.
It was
innit?
running.
But yeah, bro, like, you know, get out.
Get out, I know!
Bro, so me and Dean are looking at her like, fam, this is weird, innit? So she's come out now, but we thought it was a he, innit? So then she starts just walking to us. She starts ducking us down. I can't lie, I ran. So man starts running, and I've got a zoot, like, and I'm coughing now because like man just pulled the zoot, so I'm getting mad, innit? So I've stopped, and I was like, why am I running? I've stood there, and I was like smoking. Dean's like, man, just chilling it, like. But he's been scared. I was chill. He's like, just chill, fam.
I can imagine Dean talking so much.
She starts coming up to us, yeah, and that's when I've clocked she's a girl. So I'm like, nah, like, calm down, innit? Like, we're just smoking. Can you leave us alone, please? She's not trying to leave us alone. She starts trying to detect me, get in man's face. Man, just like moving her away, yeah. Then she starts like trying to like scuff, man, innit? Like she starts gripsing me up. So man's looking at her like, I want to bang this person.
No, with girls, you gotta give them the free strike rule. You give them 3 strikes.
No, bro, like she's a girl, so I was like, no, I'm not banging her, innit?
3 strikes.
It's only when like she activated mad strength, bro. I felt myself get whooshed. You know, like a yaga.
Yeah.
Bro. And I didn't want to look wet in front of Dean, innit? So I was like, what?
I'm so dead.
You know,
you're about to milli rock, bro.
I just had to slap her quick, and I was like, behave, stop that. And she's like, oh, okay.
She's just moving
Stupid.
But yeah, man, Faden's mad.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, moral of the story, Faden's mad.
Well, because that's the thing.
Slap it.
If you don't let your L's become lessons, that's really where you could become. You know,
Yeah,
you could be that nitty running at someone like.
Fully, yeah.
It really happened. Like that's what I'm saying. Like we've seen people that we've come up with like just through like growing up, people in the year above. It's rough to say, but we've seen them reach that point.
Yeah.
So it could really happen.
Couple man, I swear, not even on a joke thing, bro. You see when you said that your brother was mashing up your room in uni? Did my man smoke there?
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like
It's
even
not for
though
everyone,
even though everyone likes smoking weed,
Man, it's
and
not
that
for
it really
everyone.
isn't for everyone.
It's a drug,
isn't.
innit?
My man always
it's
says
it's a plant. Okay, it's not a drug, it's a
like,
plant, but
you know, when I've met someone new, yeah,
effects.
when I've met someone new, or like a girl, for example, yeah, and then we're talking about the smoking thing, I'll ask them straight up, like, right, are you a smoker, or are you a smoker?
the difference.
Yeah. And
Please
then
tell,
you'll be like,
tell the audience the difference.
I don't really know.
We got the spicy blemmers. You know, you guys.
No,
like,
you know, I just think it's as easy as if you're a smoker. Like a smoker is someone who would just socially smoke. You might smoke maybe once or twice a week, maybe. Smoker, you're smoking every day.
But I don't want people.
You're smoking every day. That's the difference.
The one group of people man don't like smoking with, yeah, it's them new smokers, fam. Because don't be pranging out in front of me, fam.
No,
like, don't ruin my high.
If you ain't got a tolerance like that,
Yeah.
like, don't do it.
Don't be
Just
like,
don't do
oh,
it,
I'm high, you're shaking.
If you know you can only take 3 balls, don't take 5.
Yeah.
Like, it's simple.
Like,
as
know
that,
your
like.
limit. No one's gonna laugh at you
That's
for
what I'm
like.
saying, like for being high.
Yeah, like
that's why we're all here.
Fam. And the one thing I hate, yeah, I can't even lie, yeah, I hate. It sounds wrong, yeah, but I don't really like. You know, people that get just smoke because like they think it looks cool and because other people around them smoking that. Like, you know, it's not like, I don't think smoking is cool, fam. Like, man just smokes because
That's what I do.
Yeah,
like, I would say like pick your poison. Like man's not a drinker.
Yeah.
Like I don't drink, so like I wouldn't go for a drink, but the more time I do smoke, so like I would go for a zoot. It's one of those ones like just pick your poison.
I think
really.
when I say like smoking's not cool, I mean like, you know how some people think like, oh, if I smoke, I'm gonna be cooler and everyone's gonna accept me. It's like, nah, if you don't smoke, you don't smoke. I'm not gonna laugh at you for not smoking. If I ask you like, Rod, do you wanna hit this, and you're like, no, I don't smoke, I'm not gonna.
Partially peer pressure, but part of it's the clout, isn't it? Like, if you look around every music video you see, everything you watch, it's just people smoking, billing it up and that. Eventually you're gonna fit raw. Does man have to do is to fit in? Like, is this what I have to do to get the clout? But like,
stay in your lane.
But not a lot of people know that. Thing about it, we live in a generation
insecure life, boy.
Insecurity.
Everyone's insecure.
Everyone's a sheep. Like, everyone's a sheep in their own way. Like, even if at points I wouldn't want to admit that I'm a sheep in my own way, there's certain things that I follow that I probably shouldn't. But like, it's one of those ones. The way society has brought us up and the way all these socials are out here, we just follow what we can. Think about it. Every day we click follow.
I think, you know why that's
every day we click follow.
Every day we click follow. So
you know why it's mad? Because I feel like what you were just saying there, you notice it more when you're at uni.
I was just gonna say that, fully.
You notice it.
It's very true. It's very true.
That goes back to what I was saying about the experience trumps the degree. I feel like people they won't believe, like you say, like what Nick said earlier, I think people will generally go to uni at the beginning because they have a passion for the subject, innit? But maybe in themselves they're like, you know what, I love this subject, but do you know what I love more? Impressing my friends, spending my student loan on Louboutins and looking cool for the gram.
Am I seeing
people like, bro, it's
that's one of the things.
It doesn't make sense to me. Obviously, I understand it, but
I seen,
why?
Bro, you lot, I've seen some people who like portray themselves like as a person that they're not, fam. Like, I've seen people act so different at university, and then then like, that's not you,
bro. So you get them 8 kids that go to uni and they start shooting.
No, you get that, fam. You get those people that get sent shots.
Bro, that's exactly it. That's the perfect metaphor. You know what? And you go to uni, you start showing.
You know what? With all this negativity about uni, I feel like it's my responsibility to change the.
That's what I was.
This
just
is why I'm
about to
putting
chime
that
in.
on, because you lot been
That's
there.
what I was just about to chime in.
I can't talk good on you because I ain't been.
Enjoyed uni,
Yeah.
So let's talk about the good parts of uni.
Let's
you know got the girls.
You talk about like the
the
education bit of that uni.
Before I go and exit this conversation,
We'll circle back round to you. We'll circle back round.
Before say something.
The one thing I was saying was, in terms of all the reasons people go to uni, I feel like one of the main reasons people go to uni is family. Because like, I feel like this ain't something that's touched on enough, but you know, like it's the family pressure. Like, everyone like from the older generation likes to say, we didn't get to do this education, we have to do this education, this is the only way forward. Where we live in a generation right now where things are completely different. So whereas when I initially wanted to go uni, at first I was saying, let me take a year out to explore the world, see what's really happening. But all I ever heard from different opinions bouncing around was, go uni, the knowledge is still fresh, But every time I look at it, I always think it would have been better for me to go uni as a mature student, just because I feel like even now I wouldn't completely put uni out of the picture. Obviously, if it came down to it and there's a qualification that I needed to progress in life, I would happily go for it. If I can do it in a course, better, I would go for that instead. But if uni is the only way, I would still take that path. And I feel like that's something a lot of people need before they go in there. They need to know what it is initially that they really want to go in there for.
You know what? With this whole family thing, I'm thinking about it, and I'm the last person in my family to start going uni, innit? Like, my brother and my sister, they've gone to uni. Like, they were at uni the same time as me, and my mum was kind of at uni at the same time as me. She got 3 degrees now, innit? She started this when she was in her 40s, innit?
I love the feeling when someone says
she started this when she was in her 40s, innit? So it's determination. It's like part of the reason.
She's had me. She's a whole mother, and she's doing uni, and she got 3 degrees. And you lot are going first year and fucking up. That makes sense. This is what I'm saying, bro. If you put the work in, you can do it.